Resume writing as a service. I came across this term a couple of years back, and I didn't pay much heed to it until my friend called me once and told me that, okay, Jivak, you need to make my CV. I said, why? Because I'll pay you for it. I said, that's not the reason. So he's like, you don't know that this is a service and people are paying to others to write their resume. So you are also an HR professional and you can do a good job. I said, but you know your career better. You know how you have traveled through your journey from your education to your last job. You can do it by yourself. What is so hard in that? Like, no, you do it. And I ended up writing a resume. And then I started realizing, no, this is something very interesting, because what I did is I added my business storytelling skills into this aspect, and I started interviewing the person, asking basic questions. And how did you start? Where did you start from? What all happened? How did the journey go? And then I started narrating that story as a part of a resume. Some CVs, of course, some clients of mine, their CVs were pretty simple. Some had stories in it, some had a lot of creative elements in it, and some had completely technological background. After a while, I had received a call for LinkedIn profile management, and this was way back in 2020, in COVID times. And I was, the first thought that came to my mind was, I'm so blessed, I'm getting work during COVID times. And I handled the LinkedIn profile of a professional from a large MNC, and he paid me a handsome amount. And again, I did the same procedure, but in a detailed, structured manner. That led me to LinkedIn thought leadership. And I was surprised. For the next 2.5 years, I was managing LinkedIn profiles of leaders, business leaders in the IT domain, in the pharma domain, in the finance domain. These are the domains that I had never worked for. But listening to these people, I have also handled LinkedIn profile of founders. How have they come up from scratch? Now, what is the problem? That they don't have time to really document everything. They want a support. They just want someone to push them. They want someone to really ask them the right questions, and that's what I did. And that's how this entire LinkedIn profile management started working. And when I looked through the internet, I saw that there are so many professionals in the US, in the UK, in Australia, in India, that they're doing this job. And I'm so happy that I was a part of these people. Even today, I receive calls, I receive requests from people that, will you handle my LinkedIn profile, or will you guide me through how to handle my LinkedIn profile? And I do it wholeheartedly, as a service, as a professional service. And that helps both the parties, me and the person for whom I'm working. And it really helps elevate. Now, this is just not personal branding. This is just not social media bombardment or, putting up your name there. But this is actually thought leadership, putting up your thoughts there to connect with people and genuine connections with people. And it helps. It takes a time. It takes a lot of time. Trust me. It really takes time to build your thought leadership persona. It really takes time to discover, what you really want and how do you really want to showcase yourself. But as you connect the dots and you find the strings, you start weaving a beautiful, profile of yours, a thought leadership profile of yours. And that is something which can be done with the help of business storytellers like me. And the journey is still on. Yeah. Wish me luck. Thank you.